May Allah forgive all of us. And that's it. Until you meet Him. So you make tawbah. That's what it means. Now everybody back to where we stopped last week, which is verse 281, Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 2, verse 281. Anyone has question about what I said just now? Does anyone have a question about what I said just now? Yes.
The question is of rahmah.
Yes.
So Allah gives a lot of blessings during that time?
Lot of mercy. Lot of mercy. And look at it. The mercy that your body is detoxifying. You are getting rid of all the toxins in your body. The rahmah of being alive in Ramadan. You know, when Ramadan comes and you're still alive, Allah forgives you. Forgives you minor sins. Major sins require tawbah. Major sins require tawbah, like riba. And where most Muslims are in riba, na'udhu billah. Big problem. I know it's a big problem. Yes. The brothers don't ask. Your ulama, mashallah. Takbir. Okay. Yalla haq. We stopped at verse 281. Where Allah Azza wa Jal, I told you verse 281 is the last verse revealed in the Quran. Yeah? Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 281. This is the last verse revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We know the first verse, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. This is the last verse. Look what it means. It means, and be afraid of the day of judgment when you shall be brought back to Allah Azza wa Jal. Then every person shall be paid what he earned, and they shall not be dealt with unjustly. This is the last ayah of the Quran. So Islam is between, look at me, Islam is between two things. Islam is between knowledge and taqwa. Here Allah wants you to live. You live by seeking knowledge and fearing Him. What's the result, inshallah? Jannah. Seek knowledge and fear Allah. You end up in paradise. Very simple thing. Now what does it mean? Taqwa. I never make a mistake. No, you are going to make mistakes. But within the framework of taqwa, you remember Allah quickly. You will do something quickly good, and then you don't get lost. You know what happens to the sheep that get lost? The wolf will eat it. And the wolf is shaitan. Khalas, you're gone. You're supposed to stay with the group. That group is the believers. Seek knowledge with the jama'ah, good people like us. Stay with them. SubhanAllah, bad people gang and get together and socialize. Good people, even when they come, some of them come late. If they come, they're still WhatsApping or Facebooking. I hope no one is doing that. No, I know. If I see you, I embarrass you. Don't worry about it. For sure. No, I know you are writing maybe what I'm saying. Takbir. I will. Yeah, they don't know me yet. Welcome to the club of Sheikh Zoubir. Anyone want to sleep? Sleep, stay at home. No one forces you to come to class. If anyone forces you, it's your mom and dad, not Sheikh Zoubir. Sheikh Zoubir sometimes doesn't want even to see you. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Very unique Sheikh. So that's the last ayah. وَاتَّقُوا. Because he's about to go. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going. Khalas. He's going to leave you guys. The teacher is going to die. So how? واتقوا. Fear Allah. واتقوا يوما. Fear a day. ترجعون فيه إلى الله. You will be back. You will be brought back to Allah. ثم ينبئكم بما ثم توفى كل نفس ما كسبت. That every nafs should be given what it has earned. Allah will portray your good deeds. Your deeds, all of them. And imagine, my sisters and brothers, imagine with me. Video. You start watching a movie. That's the day you were born. And you start watching your childhood, your first day in school. Those things, you don't want to see them. They are there. Unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your tawbah and does what? He erased that for you. Then alhamdulillah they are not there. That is al-afu. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught Aisha radiallahu anha when she said, Ya Rasulullah, if I ever meet the night of Laylatul Qadr, what should I say? He said, actually every night of Ramadan, or Aisha, say, Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anna. Wallah, you are the eraser of sins, and you love erasing sins. Please erase my sins. Then Allah will erase them. No sins anymore. No matter what you have done. Gone. Your riba, which is our subject, will be removed. Although maybe you paid riba for 10, 12 years. Your zina, na'udhu billah, is gone. Your watching of bad haram movie is gone. Your lying, cheating, fighting, stealing is gone. Gone, no more. Because you were sincere about your tawbah and you stopped the nonsense you used to make. And look, you were always asking, Ya Allah, innaka afuun kareemun tuhibbul afw. You love to erase sins. Please erase my sins. You were not just telling him, forgive me. You were saying, please erase my sins. Please delete it from my record. Please, I don't want to see it myself. I don't want anyone to see it yawm al-qiyamah. Good. وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ. Allah said, I give you the guarantee, I will not wrong you. I will just show you what you have done. I will not add something you didn't do of sins. And I will not minus anything good you have done. If you have fed the homeless, if you shared your food with a brother or sister who were fasting, I will write it, don't worry, it's not going to be taken away from you. Now comes the longest ayah in the Quran. Before we go, look at it, turn the page, 282. Look how long is that ayah? One ayah, one page. This is the longest ayah in the Holy Quran. There is no ayah that is one page, except this ayah. And it is about loan. And here, if there are some lawyers, I want them to really pay attention to what I'm going to say. I'm sure there are two at least lawyers. Yeah, mashallah, good. No, because it helps them. It helps them in their job. Don't be afraid. They will like, oh my God. Am I in trouble? Lawyers, already you are in trouble. Because most of you are liars. Sheikh Zoubir, straight in the face. Boom. Except إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. Okay. Like most bankers are going to hell. Sorry, is there any banker here? That's why my audience will be only 1 or 2 left. When I speak to someone, there will be only 1 or 2. But 1 or 2 believers. I don't need a crowd that when I need them, I don't find anyone. I rather have only one friend. When I need him, he's there, than to have millions of people when I need them. رَبَّنَا وَلَكَ الْحَمْدُ. Okay. We talked about riba. And we said riba is a major sin. And it is so awful that Rasulullah ﷺ said the least out of riba is like someone, na'udhu billah, committing zina with his mother. This is how ugly the riba is. Okay. Yet, you see a lot of people, tomorrow they are going to bank to sign another contract and get some loan or purchase a car or a house or whatever. Riba also can be man to man, individual to individual. Meaning, You give loan to someone and you say when you return it with a profit, with an interest. I give you 10,000 ringgit for 2 months. When you give it to me, give me 11,000. Agree? Agree. That is riba. كل قرض جر نفعا فهو riba. Every loan that carries with it a benefit, it's riba. Even if the benefit is not money, careful. Even if someone gives you a gift. For example, when you return the loan to someone, you give him a gift like this. He shouldn't accept it. Even a gift like this. I gave you the loan, you give me back my money. That's it. But don't give me something else with it. But Sheikh, this has nothing. No, it has to do with it. Why it comes with the loan when you're bringing the envelope? It should be another day, a gift. But not with the loan. Today also, we are calling bribery gifts. People are corrupting people and they say this is just a gift. Careful, my brothers and sisters. Especially during office hours. Why this person is coming and giving you gift inside your office? Why? What does it mean? In my office, because I work for the government or a very big company, you give me this. Maybe not today that you are going to ask me. Maybe a few days later you say, can you please sign that contract? I have a request. Now I know why you gave. That's why in Islam, judges should never accept gifts. Judges cannot accept gifts. Do you know that? Islamically. For those who are thinking about going to being a judge, you should understand, gifts bye-bye. As long as you are in office, you should never accept gifts. Because that's how they corrupt you. You are a judge. Sometimes you sympathize with that person who has been nice to you 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or yet last year, or yesterday when he came to visit you. And people of position, if there is anyone here, don't listen to your wives. Never listen to your wife. Hey! Yes. When you have position, never listen to your wife. Meaning outside the house, she needs money to raise the kid, she never give her. But she says, you know, sister so and so came yesterday. Tell her sister and so, stop there. I know where you're going. Because he sent his wife to talk to your wife to tell you what to do for her. You faham what I said? Don't listen to your wives? So wait until I finish. Doesn't mean you don't listen to them in family. Family, listen to her and even do what she may ask you to do, but not vice versa. If it's the wife who is in charge of position, let's say she's minister of youth, husband, she has to be very careful what he's going to tell her about her job. An only crazy person will marry a minister woman. Takbir. You have never have time for him. She's good. Yeah.
Sheikh, question.
Unless he has 3 more on the side, then he should not mind. Takbir. Yes. Look at the sisters. They like the first time. When I said this.
Just now you said with loan, money you cannot return with a gift, even like a scarf. But what if it's non-monetary? Let's say someone let you borrow a car, and then when he returns, he gives a box of chocolate or whatever. Is that also?
No. Borrowing, no. Qard, money. Money, yeah. Okay. If someone borrows your car and gives some chocolate, may Allah reward. It's okay. No. I borrow money from you. Money, cash. Yes. If someone is nice to you, be nice. Islam is not against exchanging even gifts. Exchange gifts, no problem. But do not give back money with a gift. Never ever. Okay, good question. Now, the longest ayah in the Quran. Let's see. This is very important for lawyers. Why? Because Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned somehow the katib. The katib. And I warn my lawyer brothers and sisters. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, 5 people are cursed in riba. Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned 5 people cursed with riba. 5. The one who gives it, meaning the bank. The one who takes it, that is you and me. Na'udhu billah. The 2 people who witness it, and the writer, meaning the lawyer. So stay away from writing contract between banks, and don't, even when they bring you something to solicit or something, say sorry, I don't do this type of things.
Sheikh, what about Islamic banking?
But Islamic banking need to be Islamized. They are worse than the normal banks. Honestly, they keep saying Islamic, Islamic. When you go to read the contract, you say Allahu Akbar. So a lot of people are just saying Islamic, 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 but with the real, you know, your name could be Abdullah, but you are really shaitan in your actions. Muhammad bin Salman, here, Muhammad bin Salman. I am on record. His name is Muhammad, but his actions are shaitan. So far, maybe he makes tawbah. MBS, Muhammad bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi. Look what he's doing. Muhammad bin Zayed of UAE. Muhammad the name, but the actions of shayateen. So, no, we don't look at names. We look at, the bank would be Bank Islam, but I need to read the contract. Does the contract say that there is no riba? No interest? If there is any form of mudaraba, musharaka, no problem. But no, I'm giving you loan, and you pay me with extra money. You are not paying the same capital. For example, I give you 1 million ringgit, you pay me 1 million ringgit. No, you are paying me actually 1.5 million. That is riba. No matter what you call it.
Profit.
Call it even Jannatul Firdaus contract. It's still yeah. Call it whatever you want. Really. So be careful, my brothers and sisters. I know I am in the finance and I know these things. Be careful, please. I want good for you. And I told you, Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib said, rahimahullah, I rather listen in dunya to those who scare me and make me feel safe on the day of judgment than listen to those people who say, no, ta'bala, it's okay, it's sukuk, it's Islamic. It's when I end up there, I'm going to hell. I'm so scared. And brothers and sisters, whether you have money halal or haram, you're going to die anyway. You don't take that with you. So, die on halal. Leave it. I'm not against Islamic loan. Give a loan. What do I get, Sheikh, when I give a loan? Rahmah of Allah. Pahala, what do you think? How do you think you're going to go to Jannah? You made it easy for a Muslim. But give it this way. Here is, I'm going to explain. If you give a loan, give it according to the longest ayah in the Quran. So that you don't be begging people to give you back your money again. Because remember I told you last week, when people come to borrow money, they do ruku' for you. When people come to do money, to take money from you. Brother Emery, please give me 1 million ringgit. When they take it, you make sujood for them to give it to you back. Not just ruku'. You be begging them on the floor. No, Allah doesn't want you to go to that trouble. Because as much as Allah wants us to help people and give them loans, Allah also wants to protect us when we want our loans back. So here is how. Never ever give a loan without this formula. If you do it to even family members, you are going to regret it. So do it this way. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I will ask one of you to read for us the English. يا أيها الذين آمنوا. Number 1, he is calling the believers. إذا تداينتم بدين إلى أجل مسمى فاكتبوه. يلا brother Izzuddin, go ahead. Stop where I tell you.
O you who have believed, when you contract a debt for a specified term, write it down.
Very good. Stop there. The first thing, here it is. What do we have?
Write it down.
No, first we have debt.
Debt.
Here. How did he address us?
Oh,
Believers, mu'minin, all those who believe. Good. So this is for the believers, not for anybody else. This ayah is for those who consider themselves believers. Inshallah, if you consider yourself a believer, then you're concerned with this ayah. إذا تداينتم بدين debt إلى أجل. What is أجل? Specified,
Period.
fixed, period. Most people, when they give loan, they never fix the period. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
yes.
Yeah, because you're shy, you malu. Sheikh is my sister who came and borrowed some money. You didn't fix when. You didn't tell her when do you return the money. So ask. You want loan? Yes. You sure? Yes. When do you give it to me back? Number one is debt. How much? So how much? Fix it. Fix the amount. Example, 19,505 and 58. Write it. Takbir. Your son likes the number. Write it like this. And write it in writing. Don't forget this. Example. So ajal, period. Then the amount. Did you do this? Most of us don't. That's why you forget sometimes. Did I give you 10,000 or 11,000? And the other person sincerely and honestly may forget. And he is tend to forget because the loan is on him. Takbir.
Oh, wow.
Write it. Now banks are good at that because it's in their favor. Oh, they're very good in writing. But they don't do it the Islamic way. I will show you. So it's the first thing, fix the amount and fix the period. For how long? Okay. إلى أجل مسمى. Do what? فاكتبوا. Write it. The third, so the amount, the period. The amount, the period. Number three, write. Most of us don't write. Right or wrong? We just give. And sometimes you give alone. No witnesses. And they tell you, please don't tell anyone that I borrowed money from you. What are you afraid of? Why are you hiding the loan? I don't know. I don't want my parents to know that. I don't want my husband to know about that. And the husband may say, I don't want my wife to know about that. Why? Why are you hiding it? It's just a loan. There is something wrong with it. فاكتبوه. Is that enough? Not yet. Continue. وَلْيَكْتُبْ بَيْنَكُمْ كَاتِبٌ بِالْعَدْلِ. Go ahead.
And let a scribe write it between you in justice.
Very good. Let a scribe, meaning a third person. Are you the scribe? No. Is the borrowee a scribe? No. The scribe is a third person. Very important. So you cannot hide the loan. You cannot just between you, the borrower and the borrowee. No, it should be the third person. Is that enough? No, not yet, coming. So a scribe. That scribe better to be a lawyer, trained lawyer. See, I'm not against your jobs. I get you bread, don't worry about it. I send you customers even. But write it the right way. Do it the right way. Sheikh, should it be a lawyer? No. Could be a paper, but you go to a solicitor. You sign in front of him, he stamp. No joke. I tell you why later on. Why Allah Azza wa Jal tells us to do these things. Okay, just let's do first. ولا يأبى كاتب أن يكتب كما علمه الله. Go ahead.
Let no scribe refuse to write as Allah has taught him.
Very good. Let a person, وعليكم السلام. Let a person who is a writer, meaning a scribe, a lawyer, solicitor, whoever, or a good brother come. Sometimes, by the way, the people who borrow money to each other don't even know how to read and write. And you are students, you can read and write. When you are asked to come and write, do it. But ask them, is this a riba transaction or a halal transaction of loan? Is this qardul hasan or riba? Are you charging him or her the interest? If they say yes, say sorry, I don't write this type of thing. He'll run away. But when they want to do qard al-hasan, you don't say, I'm busy, I have homework. For example, your grandpa who never went to school wants to borrow money to your grandma, mashallah. Grandma the other way, no, not her, his way, don't worry about it. Meaning to old people. You as a young kid cannot run away and say, you okay. But as long as the qard is hasan, no interest. Allah said, فَلْيَكْتُبْ وَلْيُمْلِلِ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ الْحَقُّ وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ. Look at the word taqwa. Continue.
So let him write and let the one who has the obligation dictate.
Very good. Dictate. And
let him fear Allah his Lord.
Let him, the debtor, the one who is getting the debt, who incurs the liability, dictate. Who should dictate? The debtor. The one who is liable to pay. The borrowee. Not the borrower. The borrower will may push you to pay interest. Subhanallah. Look, in Islam, the borrower, or the one who borrows money,
Who lends money?
no, the one who
Borrows,
gets,
yeah.
the one who borrows money,
Receiver.
yes, should dictate. Not,
His terms.
yes. I mean, meaning I can return this, inshallah, after 1 year. Because you may pressure him. You may pressure him to pay early. And he can't. You got it?
Yeah.
I mean, give him the leverage of, give him the freedom, the space to breathe when he can return this. When you don't agree, say, no, I don't agree, it's too long for me. It's too long, brother. For example, he says for 2 years. You can say, no, sorry, it's too long for me. 1 year, maybe 6 months. You see what I mean? But let him first be the one who says, وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهِ رَبَّهِ. He should fear Allah, not to abuse. For example, I'll give you an example. A person may have borrowed money for 1 year, but within the year, he collected the money. He may come to you and say, brother, Jazakallah khair, here is your money. And then you may say, brother, it's still early. Say, Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Then may Allah bless both of them. There are people like that, subhanallah, when you give them a loan, they bring it even before time. Because they are not there to take advantage of people. Banks, when you want to pay them back, they say, no, there is a fee, penalty. You see what I mean? Allahu Akbar. You see, there is always injustice. They should be happy. Thank you for bringing the money here. It's like, no. This is what is wrong with today's conventional as well as Islamic banking. All right. وَلَا يَبْخَسْ مِنْهُ شَيْئًا.
But if the one who has the obligation is
No, before that.
and not leave anything out of it.
Yes. And meaning, write everything. Everything with conditions, when and this and this. Especially the time. The fixed period, sisters and brothers, the biggest mistake in loans is when you don't fix the period. When you borrow money from someone, and even when you borrow things, for example, you ask a sister to lend you something, to decorate your daughter because she's getting married. She gave it to you just for the wedding period. Your daughter's wedding is 1 year. Why you keep it? Your daughter has wedding, let's say next week. Next week, weekend. Monday you return it. We keep. Someone gave you a car for 1 day. Why you keep it for 1 week? Fear Allah. Fear Allah. That's why here Allah said, وَلْيَتَّقِ اللَّهَ رَبَّهُ. Let him have the taqwa. Ameen ya. فَإِنْ كَانَ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ الْحَقُّ سَفِيهًا.
But if the one who has the obligation is of limited understanding,
meaning the debtor,
or weak, or unable to dictate himself,
continue.
Then let his guardian dictate injustice.
The debtor, the person who is borrowing money from you, is weak or very weak. What does it mean weak? Either a young child, or it didn't reach the age of puberty, or very old man, old woman, widow, divorcee. These are considered weak people. Please understand, a divorcee is a weak lady. A widow is very weak. Haram to abuse them, or to look down at them, or to, it's haram. It's really haram. Already they have no luck in certain ways of life. You go and so what to do? Or they don't know how to speak. They don't know. They are uneducated, unlettered. They never gone to school. The best school is 6th grade. Then in this case, let their wali come and speak on their behalf. Do you see the beauty here? The wali. Somebody else. Who is the wali? Usually the father, or someone that person trusts and bring. Should be male. Should be Muslim male. Is this clear? Okay, good. This is not marriage. This is loan. In marriage, we said the wali doesn't have to be Muslim. For example, a sister became Muslim, and her father doesn't object that she marries a Muslim, and he's willing to. We don't say no. You are non-Muslim. You cannot come. I know this. SubhanAllah, I was performing this marriage myself in Houston. This sister, and River, Mexican. She came to Islam. And I said, where is her father? They said, he's sitting there. I called him, I made him feel so good. He made shahada right after the wedding of his daughter. I was looking at these idiots. You leave him there? Wallahi, he made shahada. SubhanAllah. He was so happy, started crying. And then he said, I saw him talking to his daughter. He speaks Spanish. He's like a migrant. His daughter born and raised in America. So I said, she said, Sheikh, my father wants to make shahada. Wallahi, subhanAllah, right there. So we had 2 weddings.
Allah.
Allah Azza wa Jalla, you never know how he opens the heart. With her father, it's okay for him. He came and he was just sitting there. I said, no, come. I brought him to the masjid. It's okay, sit down. He was so happy watching, and he was, after then he said to his daughter, I would like to be like you. Allahu Akbar, mashallah. Okay, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if the person is safih, the person who is borrowing the money, the debtor, if he is poor in understanding, if he is weak, if he is unable to dictate for himself or herself, then let a guardian, his or her guardian, dictate injustice. For example, we will give you the money in 1 year with installment every 3 months, this amount, meaning the terms. It's okay. In the bank, usually the bank gives money to anybody, they don't care, as long as you sign. You are safi, you are weak, you are widow, you are married with 10 million people, they don't care. Sign. Where is the devil in the contract of the banks? In the small thing that you don't see with the eye. You need a huge loop to see. That is what the devil is. That's why, my dear brothers and sisters, be careful. Be careful before you borrow any money. Number one, alhamdulillah, riba. I hope you are more sensitive now to riba than before. God willing, with last lecture and this lecture, inshallah. And you will not die without riba. I guarantee you this. Some people think, I can't live without riba. You can live like a king without riba. It's just in your mind. They indoctrinated you all these years. You can live. You can buy a nice car without riba. You can go to school without riba. It's just how can I go to school? How can I work? How can I do business? Okay. Continue, please.
And bring to witness 2 witnesses from among your men.
First, amount, fix it. Fix the period. Right. Number 4, if the person, who should dictate?
Third person.
The debtor. No, the debtor should dictate. Should dictate the terms. Terms of what? Terms of time and this and that. And how much? For example, I borrow from you 10,000 for 4 months. Every month I give you 2,500. That's a term. If the debtor cannot, or the wali, or the guardian. Good. Who should write?
Third person.
Very good. Who's that third person?
Lawyer.
Trained.
A trained person, better. Trained person. Good. Now we have lawyers. Okay, good. Number 5?
Witness.
Very good. 2 Muslim males. Men. Witnesses. Do you see how much knowledge in one ayah? Now, min rijalikum. Min rijalikum. The ayah from your men, meaning you know them. Don't bring anybody who you will know. For example, I just look for 2 men. Brothers, come. No. I may never meet these people again. Meaning from your community. People that live around both of you. Both they are known to you. Don't go to Sramban to look for 2 men. Takbir. You got it? A lot of people have that as long as they are men. No. They have to be known to both of you, to the borrowee and the borrower. The debtor and the one who is taking, who is giving them. Yes.
So this number 5 doesn't qualify. The banks don't do that.
Don't do that. No, banks is solicitor. Yeah.
Or the lawyer.
Yes.
So can the lawyer and the guardian be the witnesses?
No.
Yes.
Very good.
Different people.
Yes. Can the lawyer and the
Guardian.
guardian? No. 2 different people. Very good.
Can the lawyer be paid for this?
Can. Because service fee. Service fee, no problem.
Who will pay?
Who will pay? Both of them. It shouldn't be too much. This is just a piece of paper, my friend. But lawyers now, they are killing us. Takbir! Allahu Akbar! 2 students will be out of class next week. No, it should be reasonable. Because their time and their work and this and that. It should be splitted. Or the borrowee will say, of course, I am borrowing the money, I should pay. Yeah, this service fee. What, you don't want to even to pay people? No, there should be. You're borrowing the money, you pay. Maybe the rich man is, alhamdulillah, or the one who is giving is rich, he will say, I take care of it, no problem. It's between them. But the lawyer should be paid. Unless he doesn't want. He's doing it pro bono. Pro bono, lillahi ta'ala. There are good. Hey, by the way, you should have pro bono. Listen, any one of you whom Allah has blessed with, like restaurant, I know some people restaurant here. You should give food. Listen to me, restaurant. Now they're talking. When I'm talking, they pretend it's talking. I mean you. You should give one afternoon food lillahi ta'ala. And I suggest Jumu'ah. Feed some people lillahi ta'ala for free. Or diminish the price for half day. From Dhuhr, Jumu'ah until Asr. Lillahi ta'ala. Wallah, you will see the barakah. Lawyers, you should have one day lillahi ta'ala. Or half day. Anything that you do, like small things, lillahi ta'ala. Don't charge people. Serious. You will see how much Allah will give you. So much. You have grocery store. Certain people don't charge them. That woman, look at the way she's walking. She's about to die, on her way. You not only give her, but even carry that thing to cross the street. Billahi ta'ala. If you want Jannah, if you want just dunya, keep collecting. Okay. Then. فَإِن لَمْ يَكُونَا رَجُلَيْنِ. Now, if we couldn't find two men, what to do? Look at this. Go ahead.
And if there are not two men available, then a man and two women from those whom you accept as witnesses.
Who are they, the people who we accept as witnesses? Anybody who slandered or lied, we should never call them for witnessing. Somebody slandered, was talking bad about someone, in his honor or her honor. You know so and so, she has a boyfriend, he has a girlfriend. For sure they do. These people who speak like this, we should never call them to witness. So if there are no two men, then one man and two women. This is the deen of Allah. Sheikh, why two women? Why not one man, one woman? Because a woman can never be alone with a man. Sometimes you may need them to remind. So that sister cannot come alone. She has to come with the other lady. And usually women are forgetful. More than men. I'm not looking down at my sister. I am the son of a mother, of a woman. I am my wife. I have a wife. I have daughters, and I have sisters. But usually women forget. The only thing women don't forget is the bad you made her upset one day. You remember? She will never forget it. Take me here. But usually women forget because of the hormone, because of pregnancy, because of the things that Allah has, mashallah, gave them. So a sister will remind her, that's all. Do you remember when so and so gave the money? I forgot, which day was that? That year where, the elephant was falling from the sky, or whatever happened that year. She will remind her. She will remind her. But a woman cannot come to court by herself. Is this clear? This is why. That's all. Woman cannot be alone by herself. Do you know that or not? You forgot you are living in secular society where a woman travels alone, goes to work alone, goes to the gym with men. If at least women, we say maybe. She is with men, competing. Until the man, he carries 45 kilos, she carries 50 kilos. But both of them cannot wake up for Salat al-Fajr. Takbir. That's the problem. We are living in society which disrespect women. Allah, sister, when He wants you to go with another lady, so that no one will ever accuse you of something. Imagine when you are alone traveling, anybody in his mind, where she's sleeping, in which hotel, with who, But when you are with a sister, at least When you go out with a good woman will never go out by herself. She will take her son or her daughter with her. Well, anyways. So, alhamdulillah, in Islam, because if tomorrow there is problem and they are called in front of a judge, the woman doesn't come with only the other man who was witness. She comes with her also sister or friend or whoever was with her to witness. That's all. Even in shahada for good thing, there should be 2 women. But that doesn't mean women are less intelligent than men. It's proven that some women are more intelligent than men. You give a job to a woman, she will do it perfectly than a man. But that's not the case. It's not her intelligence. It's her gender. Gender require another lady with her. That's all. So it's not intelligence. We are not questioning her intelligence or her taqwa. She could be more taqwa than man. But we are questioning the gender. Her gender, she's female. That's all. Alright. مِمَّنْ تَرْضَوْنَ مِنَ الشُّهَدَاءِ.
And let not the witnesses refuse when they are called upon.
When someone asks you, please brothers, sisters, let's say 2 brothers or 1 brother and 2 sisters, please come. I need you to sign for me this document or to witness that I'm borrowing money from this brother. You shouldn't say no. You shouldn't say no. Go. وَلَا يَأْبَ الشُّهَدَاءُ إِذَا دُعُوا. The witnesses should not reject when they are invited for such thing, because it's a noble thing. Borrowing money to people, lending money to people is a very good thing, brothers and sisters. Allah will give you more reward than sadaqah. Why? Why there is more pahala in giving loan than in sadaqah? Good. No, sadaqah sometimes you may not know if the person needs or not. When you give money to someone, you don't know if he needs or not. But when someone comes and asks you for a loan, usually sound people never borrow. When someone comes to you to borrow, he is really in need. But there are those psychopaths, I call them, who just want to borrow. You be careful of them. You know, man of integrity, he will never ask you for a penny. The moment he comes, you know that this man or this woman is really in need. So you are satisfying the need. You are catering to the need. There is a need and you are patching it. May Allah patch all your needs in the day of judgment. Say Ameen. Ameen. Good. So, but there is greater reward in returning the loan back to people. So as much as you give, there is reward. The one who returns the money, even greater reward. Because like that, he will encourage that brother to give again to others. But imagine someone already, millions are outside. When other people need it come, he will say, look brothers, I keep giving money, no one wants to give me back. Sorry. You see what I mean? So those people have stopped the good to spread. Continue.
And do not be too weary to write it, whether it is small or large, for its specified term.
And you shouldn't say, well, this is just small amount, why should we write it? You know, sometimes say, this is just 1,000 ringgit, 500 ringgit, why should we write it? Write it. Allah said, you should not be wary to write it, whether it's a small amount or by the billions and the millions. You know, some people say, oh, I'm so shy to call for someone to write that I borrow to you 200 ringgit. Yes. 200 ringgit, write it down. 100 ringgit, write it down. Allah said, don't be wary, don't be shy, don't feel fed up to write it, whether it's a small amount or a big amount. Because some lawyers may tell you, are you wasting my time for 100 ringgit? Yes, we are wasting your time. Write it down.
If we don't, is it sinful?
If he refuses, Allah said don't refuse.
No, I mean if we don't, is it sinful?
If you do what?
If we don't write it down, small amount.
Yeah, it is a small sin, yes. It is. It is a small sin. It is small sin not to write down the loans.
or 7 seconds.
Yes. At least come witness. Okay, we don't write it. Do you witness I'm giving him as a trinket? As a loan? Hey, not to your children.
What about if you don't expect to pay back? Do you still have right now?
Sorry?
What about in a situation where someone wants to borrow money? You agree with that person that it's a loan, but at the same time you tell yourself, even if you don't pay, I'm okay with that. That is only within yourself. You still have to write down?
Yes. You still write it down. I tell you why. Later on I tell you why. All these questions that are going, why, we will see at the end. Because there is life and death, there is inheritance. Your condition may change. You borrowed money when you were okay. Now, something happened, you are out of office. The government has changed. You are no more working for the previous government. Now, every penny you collect is halal for you. Then you don't think, because when you were at ease, you thought that way. Now you are in difficulties, you think other way. So that's why Rasulullah ﷺ and the Quran said, write it. Later on, you want to forgive, forgive. But write it down. Because there are inheritors also. You could die, your wife and children inherit. That person also could die, his family need to pay on his behalf. But what's the proof? It's your word against his word. He died. But here is the document. Your father signed this. I need my money. Yeah. You want to forgive, that's the kindness of your heart. No problem. But we must do this. You can see the importance of documentation. It's a due process. We have to follow it. Even when you are in your niyyah, willing to forgive, inshallah.
Sheikh, if you go to a restaurant and then someone pays for the whole bill, and then later you know the others would need to pay for it. So do you also need to write it down as well?
No, this is not a loan. Or did he say, I pay and you pay me later on?
Yeah, because it's
No, in this case, no. No.
But you owe that person money.
Yes. No, this is small things. These are small things. Even if it's a big restaurant. But, yeah, but look, my sisters, yeah, no, it's a good question. Sometimes you go, no need to everybody start paying, like line up. Line up to pay. One pays, you pay me later on. This is something small. We're talking about big things. Why I literally said 100 just to teach you to not look down at any amount. But this, no, someone paid for you, you pay me later on, no. No, this is, it could be, okay, you pay me tomorrow, you pay for the lunch tomorrow. So instead of giving me money, you give me food again. No problem. Yeah, it's okay. We are talking about giving cash. Giving cash to someone. Not give food and then you pay, I pay it for you. You buy me bajumla you, I bajumla you. Yeah. We are in the Hariraya. Okay, continue please.
That is more just in the sight of Allah. And
hold on please. Before. Allah said,
sorry, yeah.
Repeat. وَلَا تَسْأَمُوا, do not.
And do not be too wary to write it, whether it is small or large, for its specified term.
Very good, stop there. For its specified term. You see the word term is again fixed term, fixed period. Again, the period. Write down when. December 31st, December 2018. Don't write December 31st. Which December? It could be 1917, World War I. It could be 2030. You have to write it down. Very important. The devil, my brothers and sisters, where is it? It's in the details. In those small things that you didn't pay attention. That's what shaitan is. Which one can blind you? The tree or the small branch?
Small.
You don't pay attention to that small branch. That blind you. Tree, no. Tree will never blind you. The tree will slam you or fall on you. But what blinds you is a small thing. You didn't pay attention to that branch that was your eye oil. because it was small, you didn't pay attention to it. The tree, you saw it. That's where lawyers, prosecutors, that's where they work. And that's where they work on the details. Where were you at 12:01 a.m.? That one. He said 12:01. 12 you were 12 exactly you were up at 12:01. That's where. See? It could be the second loan. Your children come and say, Uncle, our father gave you some money. And if you are of kind heart, he said, my children, your father gave me 2 times, 3 times. Here is the money of your father. May Allah forgive him and forgive me. Maybe they're talking only about one contract, but you had 3, 4, 5 contracts with that same person. You got it?
Yeah.
That's the fear of Allah. That's why the key, the greatest gift Allah gives you after Iman is to fear Him. Once you fear Allah, no one can say you are a liar, you are a cheater, you are this, because you fear God. No one can talk bad about your dignity. Subhanallah. Yes, I saw her.
Yeah. If you have a business and you sell things, and then you tell the people that buy, okay, pay whenever, that's not right also?
No, that's different.
Okay.
Buying and selling is different.
Oh.
This is borrowing money. Borrowing money. No, that is different. For example, you buy something and you say, please don't say to people pay whenever. The word whenever for Muslims can be forever.
If ever.
Yeah, if ever. Yeah. Just say, please pay me 2 months from now. We are in May, June, July. End of July. 2018.
What happens if the fixed period and then the person is unable to
Coming. Very good. Excellent. Coming. All your questions coming. The questions I know are not coming, I answer right away. The questions coming, the Quran answers you. Good. Continue.
That is more just in the sight of Allah and stronger as evidence and more likely to prevent doubt between you, except when it is an immediate transaction.
Stop, except. Very good. That is, again, that is aqsatu. Aqsatu. More than justice. Look, again, that is
more just in the sight of Allah.
even better than the word just. Just is adl. Allah used the word qist. That is even fairer. It's more fair for Allah, He said. In the eyes of God, that is fair for both. The person who is borrowing and the person who is giving money. This is the way He said. And also, what is it even better for what? Aqwamu lish-shahada. It's going really to hand because you write it down. Even if the witnesses die, they are not in town, they are in Hajj. Should we wait for them until they come back from Hajj? Then it's written. See, the writing is stronger than anything else. And even when you write, children, when you write on rocks, don't write on sand. Even when you write with the best pen. Always keep a copy. Make double copy. One copy with your lawyer, one with you. One day I will inshallah give you very soon the wasiyah. How to write your own wasiyah. Islamically. The details we give them to lawyers. Inshallah. Then we draft the wasiyah. How every Muslim. One wasiyah should be under your pillow, literally. Meaning in a safe place. The second one with your attorney if you have attorney. And one with someone you trust. In case you die, they have to open and read what you wrote for the wasiyah. Who should wash your body, who should salat on you, who should bury you, how your property should be divided. Of course according to Sharia, but maybe you have left something for Riyadul Jannah Association. Takbir. Ameen. Just die and leave 1/3 for us. Takbir. Yalla bungkus. We come visit you on every Jumu'ah, don't worry, just die. Takbir. La ilaha illallah. Takbir. Wa adna an la tartabu. What is this? Is less for chance for you to doubt. Did I give him 10,000 or 9,000? Wallahi, sometimes you really forget. And the other person more forgetful than you. But when you write it down, alhamdulillah, it's still there. Clear? Good. Continue, my brother.
Except when it is an immediate transaction which you conduct among yourselves.
Very good. This answers the two questions of Sister Nabila and Sister Shamil. Your questions about paying the food. And your question about baju. For example, I sell baju to you. Pay me later. When it's a tijara, when it's business, it's okay. No need to write and bring the witnesses. Otherwise, imagine in a grocery store, do you know how many witnesses you need? No, for business, for buying and selling, for paying for lunch today, we pay tomorrow for you, no problem. This doesn't need and require writing and this and that. But it is when it is out of the ordinary and whether the amount is small or big, here write it. Someone in a blue moon, once in a blue moon, he comes borrow money from you. Or you go borrow money from them. Good, continue. So, there is no harm on you not to write it.
For then there is no blame upon you if you do not write it.
Very good.
And take witnesses when you conclude a contract.
Very good. Here, even if you do not write, but have witnesses. For example, I am buying a sheep for Eid, Hari Raya. I don't need to write it. But it is preferable that that sheep, which has black nose, black leg, Sheikh Zoubir got it. Witnesses. Come, witness that I bought that. So tomorrow, if he mix with other animals, and I find it, another person maybe comes and pay more. I have full right to say, that's my animal. There are witnesses. So there are transactions where you don't need what you call to write, but you just need witnesses. But here, no. Here, subhanallah, you're borrowing money, man. Money, you are not buying a sheep or clothes or food. You're borrowing money. There better be witnesses and writing. We will see when you are traveling. You're traveling, you're on the plane, you like something, you want to buy it. Someone offers you something. Should you also hijack the plane, land for a lawyer and say, we grab the lawyer? No. Yalla, we will see that coming. وَلَا يُضَارَّ
and take let no scribe be harmed or any witness.
Very good. You should never ever threaten the witness or the scribe. For example, sometimes, one of these the bad people, we say, go and change it. Change. Instead of saying 1 million, just say 500,000. Write it down. Or threaten you should never do that. Example, one is mafia. One will change the contract. You should never pressure the lawyer, the scribe, the person who wrote it, or the shahid, the witness. You should never scare them to change their opinion. Good. Next.
For if you do so, indeed it is grave disobedience in you.
Allahu Akbar. Continue.
And fear Allah, and Allah teaches you, and Allah is knowing of all things.
Excellent. Look how long is the ayah to teach us all this. This is why people fight. This is why people have grudges. This is why people hate each other. This is why courts are full of disputes. Because people don't follow the law of God. Do you know judges in the West, when they read this ayah, they be like, oh my God.
Says it all.
80% of cases are solved. No problem. People will kill each other for money. I tell you, people will kill each other for money. Take it seriously. People, you pray, you don't pray, they may get upset with you why you don't pray. But a brother will kill his brother for money. That's why Rasulullah ﷺ prohibited us from depriving one son from his inheritance, even when he is disobedient. Only if he's kafir. If he become murtad, kick him out. But if he is disobedient, God forbid, he becomes so very, hey, listen, my brothers, I'm speaking to you things that are very important. One son prays, one son very nasty. One takes good care of his father and mother, one bad friends and always out and this and that. Still, you cannot deprive them from their inheritance. Allah will judge that bad boy or bad girl for not being nice to you, for neglecting you as father and mother. But you cannot say, because he is not, I will not give him. No. Unless he is murtad, he becomes kafir, he'll kick him out. The Sharia says, non-Muslims cannot inherit Muslim. And Muslim cannot inherit a non-Muslim. This is very important. Because that boy may really hurt his brothers and sisters later on. Or that sister. And it has happened. It has happened. Now, the question of brother Hisham and most of what is in your mind. Verse 283. Brother Emery, read the English, please. Thank you, Brother Izzuddin. You were very patient with me.
If you are on a journey and cannot find a scribe, something should be handed over as security.
Stop here. You're traveling. There is no scribe in the caravan those days or on the plane. For example, someone wants to sell his watch. Nice, very expensive watch. He wants to give it very cheap. And it's a very good opportunity for you. What to do? You can give him what we call mortgage. What is mortgage? رهن. فرهان مقبوضة. Look at it. وإن كنتم على سفر ولم تجدوا كاتبا فرهان مقبوضة. رهان. Therefore, rihan, plural of rahnu. Your bank, what is your bank which has rahnu? Rakyat. Yes. No, Bank Rakyat. Bank Rakyat. Bank Rakyat has a rahnu. They use, actually also. Yes. They use a lot of rahnu. Rahnu is, okay, you can take this to pay me, give me something instead. Give me the watch, for example. Give me your pen, very expensive pen. Give me your watch. When you bring me the money, I give you back your watch. You bought something from me. You cannot pay. You really have no cash, but you really need it. Out of gesture of good faith, you give me something in return. Because we cannot have the writer, the scribe. You need money? Yes. How much? 5,000. Okay? Here is 5,000, but we don't have the writer, nor the witnesses. Then give me something in return. I keep it with me. When you give me the 5,000, I give you back the watch. Example. You got it?
Does it have to be same value?
No, not necessary. Not necessary. It shouldn't have to be. Sometimes it's just a gesture of, but something he likes so much. Usually women love their jewelry. You know, she may give the ring and says, this is very important to me. When I pay you back, you please give me. Fine, no problem. Because you want the loan, you want the money. You need it badly. But we are traveling. This is during traveling. You are not traveling every day. So why the rahnu, pawn? Why so many pawn shops in America? Because most people cannot pay back. And subhanallah, I realize it's the Jews who are in control of the pawning shops. People bring them watches, jewelry, this, they give them less cash. And with interest.
Yeah, yeah.
In Islam, no, not interest. I give you the loan, but brother, I take your watch with me. It's very expensive, I understand watches. When you pay me back, I give it to you. That person, if he likes his watch, usually it should be at least close. At least close, if not more. Because that person may take and bye-bye.
Sorry, the value of the asset.
Security.
Yes. Yeah, no, the value of the watch should be more than what I gave you, yes. In order for you to come back. Because you may say, well, my watch is, be careful of watch made in Taiwan. Huh? Takbir. Yes.
Actually, I want to ask you.
Yes.
What if we borrow money to someone, but he's in another state, but he needs the money now? So how to subscribe or give him?
He needs the money now?
But we can transfer to him, right? So
Tell him, brother, what can you give me in return here? Do you have anything? Or who should be your guarantor? No problem.
So,
I would like to give you the money, but who guarantees? So maybe someone comes and say, I will pay in case he doesn't pay.
He doesn't have to come to me, let's say.
No, because he's overseas, yeah. Via phone.
What about email? Is that agreement?
Yes.
Can.
Email, they can sign. You can send it in writing. You can WhatsApp and he says, I do. Would you like to marry me? Yes, I do. Hey, marriage and transactions can happen over the phone. Even talaq, be careful. That's why never play with your wife and say, I divorce you, April Fool. It's not you're the fool, it's not April. Takbir. Okay, continue. فَإِنْ أَمِنَ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا. Now, here is answering you. Part of answering you is this ayah. Yeah. When you find what you call, if you trust one another. Go ahead.
But if you decide to trust one another, then let the one who is trusted fulfill his trust.
Continue.
Let him be mindful of God, his Lord.
Who is being entrusted? The borrower. You borrowed money. I gave you the money. You fear Allah. I gave you the money. I trusted you. Now you fear Allah, my brother. You fear Allah, my sister. Is this clear? Because you took the money. It's in your neck now. You can deny me and neglect me completely, or you can bring it back. You should fear Allah. So the same thing. If a person cannot be in between, you say, I'm giving you the money, but fear Allah. It's now in your neck. Yes. Okay, continue.
Do not conceal evidence.
Here I have to stop a little bit. You know, وَلَا تَكْتُمُ الشَّهَادَةِ. You should never hide evidence. Witness. When you witness, you should never hide it. If you are called tomorrow to court, you should go and speak the truth to the judge. Your Honor, this man has given, I was a witness, he has given this much money to this man for the period of this. That's eyewitness. Also this ayah, look at me, it's for voting. Some ulama use this for voting. Don't hide your vote. And vote for the one who you think is good. Don't vote based on party. party line, fear Allah. Sometimes you may vote for someone who's not part of your party. You may not even have party. So it's a form of testimony. Voting for the right candidate that you think is right, based on what you call empirical evidence. Based on this one what he said, we want what he said. This one convinced you, this one didn't. Not based on what you call ta'assub. Barisan Nacional all the way, whether they get taking you to hell, you go with them. Or Jannah, you go with them. No. Or Pakatan, whether they're taking you to hell or no, it's not like that. Your vote you give to whoever makes sense to you. Very important. وَلَا تَكْتُمُ الشَّهَادَةِ. So voting is a form of shahada. Do not hide it.
But what if the voting as Muslim and non-Muslim?
Muslim and non-Muslim? Okay. Is this caliphate?
No.
Is this the highest office in town? No. Sometimes the Muslim is a crook. The kafir is very good person and honest. Vote for the kafir. Because it's administrative issues. This is not religious things. He's not going to lead you in salat. Allahu Akbar, you find the Chinese non-Muslim man. No. He's going maybe to really give you your right that no one has given to it. And maybe he's so afraid to even steal. While many Muslims keep stealing. No. So it's not like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq versus Abu Jahl and I'm choosing Abu Jahl. No. It's not like that. It's administrative things. But we need to be careful later on, because why Muslims are not involved? Especially you, my students of knowledge. Alhamdulillah, lately you became more active. But before, most of you, I see them resign. No, from now on, our youth need to be trained. I was shocked. I asked 5 American kids, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? The last one told me, I want to be congressman. One said, I want to be US president. One said, I want to be senator. One said, I want to be senator. One went senator, then went congressman. I said, my God, they teach them these things from China. Muslim kids, social experiment. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? 9 out of 10 doctors. One want to be lawyer. Engineer, not even lawyer. I forgot. So poor guys, they will make money and pay the lawyer, who is a Jew. That's why I'm very happy there are lawyers with us. And if lawyers learn the deen, alhamdulillah, they can go far. They can go very far. If prosecutors, judges start attending classes like this, khalas, that's it. They start combining between life, waqi', facts, and between the deen. They can go very far. But they feel like I don't know what. May Allah make us humble. After this come the last ayahs, which are not our subject today. We stop here inshallah. So, لِلَّهِ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. That's it. To Allah belongs. After Allah said this, He said, to Allah belongs what is in the heavens and in the earth. All is His. Meaning the money you are borrowing from each other is His. Your lives are His. Your homes, you will all die and He becomes the inheritor. So my dear brothers and sisters, I hope we have seen how to get rid of riba. One way of getting rid of riba is, last week we said, is sadaqat. To give a lot of charity. The second one we said today is to give good loan. Good loan. Qardul Hasan. When you give a loan, don't charge people interest.
But Sheikh, the question on the fixed period, if there comes the fixed period and the person can't pay.
Yes, I forgot. Fixed period. Please help me by being silent. Especially in fatwa. Please understand my mentality. Sheikh Zoubir, when he's giving fatwa, he doesn't want even his wife to speak. Let alone you. Takbir. Ask her. I don't want the fly to fly. Why? Because my neck is in Jahannam now. When you give fatwa, do you know you are close to hell? Because you may give the wrong answer to people. Please help me by being just Consider it. When I'm answering someone's question, especially in fiqh, like this class, this is fiqh. I'm not answering stories of the prophets or akhlaq. Fiqh, law. Either you take it this way or this way. One day, one sister made me so mad, I shouted at her in masjid. She asked me a question, and look how rude she was. She asked me a question. Imagine, I'm answering her, she's leaving. Halfway. But she threw a bomb. It was a very sensitive question. The community, the elections, 9/11, Allahu Akbar. And she threw a bomb. I think she was FBI. And she's leaving. I told her, stay there. Go back to your place. Sit down. She was shocked. I said, you sit down. You ask me a question and you leave. I didn't finish it. Because halfway, like wal asri inna al insana lafi khusr. Can you stop here? No. You have to continue. Illa, except. You never stop at an ayah where Allah says except. What is the exception? So, this question, if someone cannot pay, the period has come, 31st of December 2018 has come. You couldn't pay. Allah says, فَنَظِرَةٌ إِلَى مَيْسَرَةٍ. Let the person be easy on him, give him extra time. We saw this last week. Last week, you were not here. Last week, in the riba, in the issue of riba. When a person comes, say, please brother, tomorrow is the deadline. Do you remember? He said, Wallahi Sheikh, I am very sorry, I cannot pay. Wallahi, forgive me, I cannot pay. Say, okay brother, how long you want? He says another 2 months, 3 months, give him extra. That is reward. If you see the person struggling and he couldn't pay, we said the best way, you have either way, take him to judge or forgive him. No one should blame you for taking him to the judge. No one. The community should not look down at the person who is taking somebody else to court because he couldn't pay after many, what you call, extensions. I extended for you the loan many times, brother. You couldn't pay me. Sorry, we have to go to the court now. But if the brother wants truly the favor of Allah and his maghfirah and his Jannah, he should forgive. And we said you can even put it part of your zakat. But not for rich people. Because there are people, you give them money, they're still driving Mercedes and BMWs, and they don't pay you back. No. We're talking about a janitor, we're talking about someone very sick, couldn't pay you. Here, in this case, you can count it as your zakat. And you don't have to tell him, Lillahi ta'ala my zakat. No, you don't have to tell him. So extend the duration, the period. Extend it, keep extending.
So you need a scribe of witnesses for that?
Yes, again. Just there on the light. Extend it to this, side. By the way, it doesn't have to be stamp, law, this and that. No. It doesn't have to be lawyer, stamp. It could be anyone. I can write between you with 2 more witnesses. Bismillah. Sign here, sign here. Bye. Have a nice day. That's it. Next time the period comes, we add. But better, it has more value with a lawyer, especially if the amount is big. By thousands. Better a lawyer, so that tomorrow, God forbid, you go in front of a judge, he will not tell you, who is this Sheikh Zoubir? He will tell you, lawyer, or we know, is he part of our court? Yallah. May Allah bless all my students. I love you for Allah's sake. Although sometimes you are itchy. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, bless my brothers and sisters. Give them Jannatul Firdaus. Ya Allah, the way you joined us in this masjid, join us Yawm al-Qiyamah with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ya Allah, 11 days of Ramadan have passed. And it's passing, it's going, it's fast. May you, Ya Allah, make us compete with Ramadan. He has been a generous month to all of us. We hope we can be generous to it by reading Quran a lot, by giving sadaqat, by giving zakat al-fitr, by giving our zakat in it, by sharing our food, by just being as much as we can. Ameen ya. Ya Allah, forgive our loved ones who are no more with us. Ya Allah, grant them Jannatul Firdaus. Those who are sick, may Allah give them shifa. Our youth, may Allah, boys, may Allah make them like Yusuf alayhi salam. And the girls, may Allah make them like Maryam alayhi salam, who was very chaste, who was even afraid to speak to men. Yusuf alayhi salam, when the woman offered herself, he ran. That's what our youth should do, be running away from haram. Ya Allah, forgive us. Grant our parents Jannatul Firdaus. Give rahmah and barakah to those who passed away, and give good health to those who are still alive from our parents. Ya Allah, make them very pleased with us. Ameen. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. In Shawwal there will be no classes until I come back, inshallah. And